Bro, you type in like an iPad kid.
You crazy?
Silky talks like an iPad kid.
What is that? Is that racist?
Oh my god.
Don't go look at the song.
Yeah, I don't know if this new iteration of Faze is working out, to be honest with you. What's going on, guys? Look, we've got to talk about Faze, their new iteration, how it's been going, and this new epidemic of clip farming. So we all know Faze is the trick-shotting Call of Duty content group. They really grew to success with games like Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, and honestly took over the world and became a global brand. People were impressed that this video game collective could turn themselves into an almost billion-dollar company, signing the likes of like Bronny James and having big-name celebrities want to be attached to it, Snoop Dogg's and many others. Now, of course, their organization had their fair share of issues, the Toofy contract, predator allegations, and even the crypto scam, which a lot of people were getting into, and that was popping. And in hindsight, maybe all these things attributed to the downfall of the company. At one point in time, their stock price started to plummet, and then back in May 2023, they had to release over 40% of its employees due to financial concerns. Then when some of the OGs like Faze Rain fell off due to, you know, drug addiction and some of the other things, people thought that spelled the end for the Faze group, but we might have been wrong. So back in late April, the esports org Faze decided that they were gonna rebrand and do a reface and go more into the content creator sphere, kind of akin to the AMPs or the RDCs of the world. From here, they started to sign a bunch of up and coming content creators and streamers to join their organization.
Lacey! Banks? Phase the fuck up.
What's good,
bro?
baby?
How you been?
What is this?
It's been rough out here, bro.
Let's lock in, baby.
What the fuck? I'm ready, bro. Fuck. Hey, what's my line again?
Cut. Come
bro.
on,
You always doing this shit, dog.
No, I'm not dapping your ass up.
Now, after letting go of tons of excessive members, high operational costs needing to be cut, and honestly, esports just not panning out like a lot of people thought it would do, Faze had to look itself in the mirror and take a full step back in order so they could take a step forward. They started looking at people like Your Rage, Silky, Lacey, Plackboy Max, other content creators, and they said to themselves, we could bring them under our wing and under our umbrella and say, hey, this is going to be what the new Faze is and what we represent.
What is your weirdest fantasy?
My weirdest fantasy.
I'm really into food play.
I want a girl to rub peanut butter on my dick
You know how peanut butter is like hard to suck off?
and then suck it off.
That's crazy. That's the exact same thing Jason said. Do y'all like do that together?
No, we don't do that together. Did he
Are
actually
you
say
sure?
that?
Now, these signings came with a lot of controversy, and let me explain why. We've seen this happen before with groups like AMP. People have come together as a collective, they're content creators that have already established their name and their brand and their niche, and they've decided to come together to make a house of some sort or some sort of group. But the difference in this can be summarized in three different things. One, this goes against the OG Faze initiative, from esports and gaming to more casual content creator, just chatting people. Two, groups like AMP had been knowing each other for a long time, and they were naturally meshing together when they decided to do content with each other. Same thing with 2Hype. They had been in the 2K sphere for so long and were familiar with each other, so when they decided to do group content, it was a natural fit. And number three, when these guys decided to do content together, it became so abundantly clear that they weren't comfortable together, and it came off as awkward as hell.
Hey, come on. Yo. Can't forget the bed. Never, never, never.
Now, naturally, I think some of these things are played up, but there's a conversation to be had about when different worlds collide that have nothing to do with each other or come from different backgrounds and they're forced to make content together. But Faze decided to go ahead and lean into the awkwardness and push it as something interesting for people to consume.
Talk about I want chips and queso. Like, bro, you are not queso. You are sketch. Oh my God. That one is. That one is.
Now, we can talk about how cringy that is, but honestly, it's being seen as a success across the internet. So far, over the new age of Faze, they've been able to average about 300K views on their main channel per video. And those are comparable to like early AMP numbers pre-blow up, and then some of Bro's first few videos. Now, since joining the group, a phenomenon has quickly arose within the collective, and it's been a way to accelerate people's careers, get the ball rolling on the content, and maybe shoot their names into new heights and new stratospheres. That's right, you like it, I love it. They started clip farming.
Somebody spill my shit!
Now, some people will be asking me, Omar, what's the difference between those types of clips and content that they do, you know, repeated lingo or different bit over and over again, versus their other peers like the AMPs of the world? Well, the main thing is that it's forced. I think it's pretty clear on these clips, and they were already awkward to begin with. They already seem like a put together ragtag team of people, so even when things are forced or whatever the case may be, they don't come off natural, or there's no natural way to play off. We're just living in the cringiness of the forced content that's being made. And then also, with that being said, AMP AMP created a lot of stuff. No glaze, but Riz, Word, Indeed, and even the Somebody Smells Like Shit all stem from somebody in AMP creating the content. They went about it in a natural way, and then it became a cultural phenomenon. Trust me when I say this, I think we've all been outside hearing people say Riz or Word or Indeed and it didn't come off as anything forced or cringe. Oxford University even made the word Riz the word of the year for 2023, which could show the signs of the time and maybe how that word is declining, but ultimately it's not like Duke Dennis or Kai Cenat or Chris Next Door or any of the members of AMP forcefully pushed that word there. It became a natural phenomenon because the conversations were genuine. And trust me, we're not the only ones who are peeping that what Faze is doing isn't genuine or feels right or natural. Even Your Rage has come out and talked about it.
Before, the only clip farming ass like cringe lord was my dog Lacey. Why the fuck did I pull up to Vegas with that infection and also Max and motherfucking Silky? All of them got that clip farming fucking disease, bro. I felt like the odd one out. I felt like the fucking loser. Am I a loser? I needed a breather, bro. I needed a detox because I felt like it was coming on to me, bro. I felt myself in IRL streams and thinking every second has to be a fucking clip moment.
Now, personally, I think clip farming is a problem, but ultimately it's not about what I say. How do the members of Faze, the ones at the top, feel about clip farming and the new iteration of their members?
Shout out to all the new guys taking a shot. Yeah! Honestly, all Faze has been the last 5, 6, 7 years is just nostalgia. Look at this shit. This shit used to be dope. It's a really cool opportunity for us to just close the chapter on that nostalgic shit and properly pass the baton off to you guys. You guys are fucking sick. You guys are us. What we used to be, we are you. And we fucking love you. We have the best interest.
Faze on me! Faze on G120!
Now, I can't agree with him there. A lot of these big corporations use nostalgia as their way to push out, product to the mass consumer. But ultimately, as new generations come along, they do not care about that nostalgia stuff. People don't even play Call of Duty, and Call of Duty doesn't have the mainstay that it once had in modern gaming. People want to become streamers. People want to become IRL content creators. They don't want to sit behind faceless videos and make content anymore. So that day had to leave. However, I do not think clip farming is the way to go about it because, one, it oversaturates the community with senseless and nonsensical things. None of these things have longevity or staying power in the long run. And ultimately, it's about creating a moment. And two, you get people changing who they are, and that's not a great thing. And don't get me wrong, I don't think Faze is the only one that's doing some sort of clip farming or participating in it. I just think that they are the ones that are fully embracing it. You can even see when Kai Cenat and some of the other AMP members do things that are clip farming. Some people even seem irritated with the concept or content that is being made. But with that being said, they also create memorable, genuine moments or things that they may want to live out. And their clip farming isn't relying on other people making content and them having to repeat it. Their clip farming is original content, blowing up your house with Mr. Beast or something like that. We could potentially say that that was all faked and it was due to clips and all that, but it's an original idea and it's based off of something that they've been building up for the last 3 to 4 years with their fireworks on July 4th. Now, where I do think clip farming is a problem is because it becomes dangerous, not only in people's actions, but also in people's words. A couple months ago, Plaqueboy Max had a non-African American on his stream.
What did you do today? Did you check your bank account? Is there money in there? No. No, nigga. Fuck.
Wait, no, nigga?
What? What?
You just say no, nigga. Hold on, repeat that, though. You said that shit with conviction, though.
Say what?
You said no, nigga.
No, nigga.
Now, I like the way Max handled it. They said that that person is no longer allowed in the Faze house and they discourage any of those types of actions. But the nature of clip farming is that same concept that we talk about on this channel a lot, which is the one-up culture. Over and over again, you seek to do something more and more disgusting or disingenuous or even dangerous in order to get a bigger clip off than the last one that you put out.
Can I get one out now?
Yeah.
I don't care if Kit can hear me. 3, 2, 1. Somebody smell like shit!
I don't want to play no more, bro.
I'm about to fucking kill myself.
Now, there are content creators like Neon who are known clip farmers and are steady on their platforms. And a lot of people would think that we could just leave the clip farmers as just clip farmers and they'd be fine.
I do actually think he's not a horrible kid. Like, I think he's a good kid because I've spoken to him, I've met him off stream. But like when he's in his clip farm state, like you said, like you're just gonna let him clip farm. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Just let him go.
He's fucking clip farming.
Well, as soon as the camera turns on, that's where he goes.
Right away. And like, I hate how he does this. Yo, I hate how he'll be like in a room with people and like he's just on his phone looking at chat.
Right now, he wouldn't be able to do this podcast. This is why I'm surprised you're doing this, is like he would be looking at it every 3 seconds.
I think what they bring up is a huge reason that I have issues with clip farming. And to be honest with you, there's a conversation about IRL streaming as a whole because of this, is because you're always connected and glued to your phones and to the internet and thinking about what you're doing in order to make content, as opposed to living the actual moment and creating real genuine conversations and relationships with people. Friend of the show, Yearbud Tevin, said in one of his tweets recently, "This is why I can't get into mainstream stream culture. Once you get behind the scenes, it's just way too much clip farming and bait content, which is true. I think a lot of what makes these other groups successful, like the RDCs, the 2Hypes, even the AMPs, or whoever else, is because they have connections in real life that go beyond cutting a camera on. They can do stuff that doesn't revolve around creating content. And ultimately, they're not slaves to their phone and a stream key. But when you decide to take your whole life and make it into some sort of content, nothing becomes genuine anymore and everything seems forced. And we've seen people in the past fall out about that exact same thing. Now, there definitely are a lot of people who have issues with the way that Faze has gone about things.
Faze's core, the root of Faze isn't trick shotting. It was us being friends.
It was a group of friends who like always crossed over on each other's shit.
Exactly.
You could tell based off of just a blind eye watching it. Like, wow, these people are genuine.
And bro, these kids aren't showing up to the crib and like punching in, punching out type shit. It was the same thing with us. Like, we cracking the same humor. Yeah. On and off stream, like, yo, I swear, bro, especially like Lacey and Ron, these fools be clip farming fucking IRL.
They act the same way when the cameras are off. It's fucking insane, bro.
And I'm gonna have a couple of disagreements there. While y'all may have been friends back in the day for real at the inception of Faze, that's fine and dandy, but here today, these guys are just an amalgamation of content creators coming from different backgrounds being put together in this smorgasbord of a content creation house. Not saying that you're having them push in and punch out or whatever you're doing with the clock, but ultimately it's kind of clear that there are some cultural differences between these people, and if it weren't for a bag, they would not be together. Two, we shouldn't be encouraging Ron and Lacey to be clip farming IRL. It's not healthy for them. It's not healthy for their communities. It's not healthy for the culture. Ultimately, it's meaningless. It's empty. These clip farms or streams have no significance. Nobody can remember the last big clip or stream from Lacey or Ronaldo, only because it's getting topped in a couple days. And then you have people coming out of their shells and being totally different as to who they genuinely are. I've seen Sketch do a bunch of different stuff that wasn't his mainstay, and somebody might say, well, Omar, he's growing as a person, as a content creator. That may be fine and dandy, but when I see things like your Rage getting pissed off on stream with some of these guys while he's playing Chained Together or Chained Up or whatever the name of that game is called, I can tell that that's not where he really wants to be. It could be an act, but I think that there's some truth in every single joke. Ultimately, this is bringing wild success, and Faze has new life breathed into it. Will they ever reach the heights again that they once reached? Who knows? They got pretty high, I'm not gonna lie to you. But what is the long-term cultural impact on what Faze is doing? Let me know what you guys think in the comments.